Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. It is currently 3 o'clock on December 17th. I have my very last fair of the entire year, which I'm so excited about. It's Renegade. I didn't do the outdoor Renegade this year because of my wedding. I just thought it was going to be too much, so I kind of laid low this year from the craft fairs, but we're ending the year with a really big show. I'm super excited. This is my favorite craft fair in particular. The outdoor ones are just so much work, so I find the indoor one, especially the Christmas one, to just be the most successful, and it's also super cozy and there's really good food and drinks, so I am just excited to kind of set up and just dive right into it. I honestly don't feel, I know I'm prepared because I've done this so many times, but for some reason I keep forgetting that it's, oh my god, it's literally in 2 days. Like, I just forgot again. It starts Friday night. I signed up for like an early preview night. You could pay like a little bit of extra money and then you get one whole night extra, which I think is super important just because Renegade is a really quick turnaround. It's just Saturday, Sunday, so having that buffer of Friday, I think, just like ensures you'll have a very successful art fair. I can't believe that this is the last fair of the year. This year's just been such a blur, as you guys can probably tell, because I've been slacking a lot on vlogging. But this is the second one since I told you I'm gonna be better. So we're gonna stick to that this year. This year was a very, I don't even wanna say selfish year because I worked really, really hard. It was a year kind of just like devoted to family and friends, which I think is fine. This year is gonna be my selfish year. 2026, I am calling it now. This year I'm gonna say yes to as many opportunities. I wanna travel abroad for art opportunities. I have a couple of things lined up. Get ready for a lot of content in 2026 because I'm going all out. I've been signing and organizing all of my prints. I think I'm finally done with that. So I'm gonna put that away from now. I was charging my card reader, which always gives me issues before every single fair, like without a doubt. It's the Shopify reader and just always gives me problems, so I'm praying that I have no issues this weekend. Now I'm gonna kind of go over my pricing for this weekend. This is gonna be tricky with pricing because I know the market's not great. We're in a recession, of course, and I really like Renegade compared to my fine art fairs because this is all about like giving people an entry point into my brand. So I do a lot of stickers, mini prints, prints in general, and just kind of like smaller items that I try to price as fairly as possible while also still, you know, being fair to myself and my business. This is a fair where I can finally like reach an audience who wants to so badly be a part of my brand, but maybe they aren't looking to buy an original or like a $300 framed print. Like their entry point is a $7 sticker sheet. So that's why I'm really excited for this fair. I feel like it just kind of reaches people that are fans of the brand, and like I love hearing their stories about how they found my art, why they love my art, and it's just a very it's a very real fair. It's not pretentious. Usually everyone's in like really good spirits because the holidays approaching. So I just want to like make people happy, this fair especially, and with every fair I do, but especially this one. I just feel like there's been a lot of heaviness lately, even in my life too. So I really just want to celebrate the new year and the holidays and just family and small businesses and supporting each other. A really cute new thing I'm introducing to this fair that I've never done before, that I've seen so many awesome brands do, are little mystery bags. Look how cute this is. So they're for $7, and I have a bunch of like lower inventory items, and maybe things that I just forgot to put up on my website that I really liked. That's kind of like what's going in these bags. There's like tattoos, pins, like little ornaments almost that you can put on trees and stuff. So I think I'm gonna work on that now. I wanna try to get maybe like 40 or 50 of those made, and we will go from there. I just got these cute little bags. I don't know the proper name of these, but then I'm stuffing these, putting the little sticker on it, and then they're good to go. It's probably 2 hours later. I've been working hard on making all these mystery bags. I have 15 left to do, and then I'll have 50 all ready to go for the fair. This takes so long. My back hurts so bad. They're so cute. I really like these, and I was having fun like making the little goodies inside of them, and each one is different, so no one's gonna get the same one, which I think is kind of fun. I was thinking of having like a golden ticket bag, like there's a big prize in it. Maybe it's a $50 gift card or a $25 gift card to my shop, or a free print or something. I don't want people to get annoyed that they're not getting like the grand prize, but maybe that could be a fun thing to do. I'll think on it tonight. I think I'm gonna take a break from doing this because my back hurts from bending over and cutting everything. I'll finish the last 15 tomorrow, but I think we're in a good spot for tonight for all the fair prep. I still have so much to do, oh my God. I always forget like how much you need to prepare for this fair, because it's the worst feeling when you're at a fair and you just don't feel prepared. There's nothing worse than that. I feel like that's happened to me only once at a fine art fair. Actually, this past fine art fair was the last time and only time I've ever felt that way, just because I kind of signed up for it last minute. Again, I had my wedding. I wasn't really planning on doing a fine art fair, and then my mom was like, no, I'll help you, like let's do it. So I said okay, whatever. I got in and I just felt kind of rushed. I was proud of one series I brought, but everything else not so much. So it was still a good fair, like I did well, and most of that new series sold, but just like overall I just wasn't that happy with everything I brought. I think this craft fair, I'm gonna be happy with everything that I'm bringing. So I'm just trying to like set myself up for a really good fair, and it just takes a lot of work, and you have to get after it a couple months in advance, which I'm very proud of myself that we did do that, even though I had all the wedding stuff and everything happening in September. Also, this is the state of the studio right now. It's so messy. I need to like reorganize things. It's definitely not optimized, you know, in the best way, but I did add a couple new things. I added this lamp, which I think is super fun. I picked out the shade and then the base from World Market. Oh, and then my Miffy clock. I don't know if I've like formally shown my little Miffy. Again, I paint on the ground. It's so horrible, and I have easels and I can like paint on this wall, but I always just paint sitting down, and it's a horrible habit. I'm gonna have the worst posture ever when I'm older, but I actually have horrible posture now, but I'm gonna have back problems when I get older. This is the piece I've been slowly working on over the last 2 weeks. I'm kind of just like taking my time with it, and I really like him so far. It's all about birthdays and kind of growing up. That's always what my work is about: growing up, changing, aching nostalgia. That's kind of like the theme of all my stuff as of late. Maverick's down here. He's being very cute. Here he is. Hi. He's so good. Hi. He's my best friend. Full transparency, I am stressed and nervous for this fair, and I don't know why. I've done Renegade so many times. I think it's just because the spaces are small, and I think they get smaller and smaller every year. That's just what me and some other artists think. But it kind of really messes up with the layout of everything, and I have to be super strategic with how I plan my booth. So like this year, I have a small clothing rack, and usually I have like a really long one. I can't bring the super long one. I did it last year, and it was a nightmare. Like I could not fit it. It only works if you have a corner booth, and I do not have a corner booth. So I got a smaller rack. I built that partially tonight, so I can just put the 2 arms in tomorrow to hopefully make it easier to fit in the car. I'm doing things also differently where I have a metal bar that's gonna hopefully clamp onto each edge of the table and then go up so I can hang things from it. I would love to hang my banner that says Fiorenza Art or a couple of prints. I don't know yet. I hope it works. I haven't even taken it out of the box because it's just something I can't deal with until we're there at the fair, and then I will assess. But I will show a picture, of course, of my finished booth setup, and then kind of give you guys my thoughts on if I did a good job setting up or what I would have done differently. But yeah, I'm a little nervous. I spent this afternoon kind of getting organized and bringing down some boxes into the car. And yeah, it's like you can't do it alone. It's impossible, and I feel bad. My husband, it's weird calling him my husband now, but he's working. He has a 9 to 5, but I literally cannot do this alone. So he has to take some time off to help me set up and pack the car. So I don't really know how many more art fairs I'm gonna do, honestly, moving forward. They are so exhausting. If you've done them, you know how much work they are. The thing is like, I usually, it's really fun. Like once I'm there, it's great. And it's like a good way to end the year. It's kind of like my last, you know, push of selling products to end the year on a good note. And I love meeting people in person because it is such an isolating career doing this and not really talking to anyone. So I do really enjoy that, but it's just very taxing and stressful to do a fair. So I think tonight I'm gonna finish up those mystery bags that you guys saw me making, and I will see you tomorrow, I guess, when we're setting everything up. Wish me luck. I can show you guys the Lucky Charms version 3. I can't believe we're on the 3rd edition of this. It is so stunning. I'm bringing a couple to Renegade. By the time you see this, this will be on my website. Same custom tags that you guys know and love. They are so, I make the best crew necks. I'm gonna own that. I make the softest, best quality crew necks. They will last you for years. Even if you dry them, like, they will last for such a long time. On this one in particular, I made the sleeves an inch longer than I have before. I personally like when a sleeve can like hit, you know, cover your fingers almost. And then I did a little custom tag right here. It says Fiorenza Art, and it's like sewn on the inside like that. I feel like that's just such a nice little touch. We have my little China horses on the front. They were kind of inspired by like beautiful china and porcelain and dishware. And then on the back, we have the charms, hence why it's called the Lucky Charms. It's very horse heavy because 2026 is the year of the horse. So I want to celebrate that, and it's a nod to that. So we have horses, the good luck horseshoe apples, which are so cute. The house that says love lives here that I know you guys really liked. A stamp, the bunnies floating around the star, which is cute. And then these like smaller kind of like stamp things that were on the sticker sheet that you guys really liked. Yeah, I really love how this one turned out. It is so cozy and soft. I will have sizes small to double XL in the shop. These are oversized, so this is a medium and it like fits me well, but it's like oversized, definitely. So I would go with your true size for this and just know it's more of like an oversized look and feel. So that's the Lucky Charms version 3. I can't believe it's finally here. The studio, and it's been a couple of weeks since Renegade. It's now January 9th already, so I wrapped up the last segment of filming right before Christmas, decided to just kind of enjoy the holiday with my family and take it slow, and I hope you did the same. But now I have this energy and drive just to kind of jump into the new year, and I feel this every single January. I don't know if you guys are like this too, but I truly love New Year's and the month of January. I think it is so refreshing, and I need a hard reset day. I know you can reset all the time throughout the year, but January is truly the month where I feel it in my bones to reset everything in my life, whether that's my business, my personal goals, all of that. I just really think it's a special time to reflect on how far we've come and just to be really grateful for what we've accomplished and the future. So that's kind of where I'm at now, but I want to tell you guys about my Renegade experience and how it went this year. So as I've mentioned before, I've done Renegade plenty of times. This was my 3rd winter specific show, and I thought it was really great. I do have some very interesting key takeaways. If you are also an artist or creative and you do these kinds of fairs, maybe you have like a similar take, so I'd love to hear below your thoughts. So overall, it was a great fair. We reached our goal. I do still think, and I know I mentioned this earlier, the spacing, and you'll see in my vlog footage earlier, is just really tough. Like, you will see how close my neighbors are. There was a tiny gap, I kid you not. I could fit barely my butt in to go in between their booth and my booth, and you have to do that frequently because sometimes you have to go to the bathroom or a customer has a question, you want to like come around and like answer it for them. So yeah, that's like a little tricky, especially with how much we pay for booths. So I wish we did have a little bit of room on either side of us. I also think that's like a huge fire hazard, so yeah, I didn't love that, but I loved my neighbors. They were so sweet and very kind, so overall I really liked where I was placed at the fair. Something that I thought was very interesting is I think art fairs can be a very accurate insight as to how the market is. And I know we're in a recession, we've been in one for a while. However, art is so interesting because it is a luxury, but I do think it's a luxury that people find very important and necessary in their lives. So people are willing to spend a certain amount of money on art. However, with this fair in particular, I really wanted to make an effort to price things at a more affordable entry point. I know times are tough right now, and I know people wanted to still like get a Christmas gift that felt special and unique this year. So I was really pushing my $5 mini prints and my sticker sheets, and I lowered the price of my prints pretty significantly for this fair, as much as I could without, you know, losing too much profit. And I think that helped. People were very, very cautious and careful with what to buy, very intentional, like spending 10 minutes picking out a sticker sheet because they wanted to buy the perfect one, and they're only buying one. Like they said they have a budget for one sticker sheet and that's it. So they wanted to take their time with it. And I thought that was really interesting because in past fairs, like around COVID, maybe even during COVID and right after that, people were like just so excited to be out. They were kind of, I don't want to say tossing around money, but they were very excited to stock up on goods and purchase goods. This year I could tell people were very careful. And how much were my prints? My prints were they 60? My prints I think were $60 this year, and that was expensive for people, and I get it. Like a $60 print is expensive, but they're even more expensive on my website just because of like the printing quality and process. It was very interesting just to kind of get a glimpse into someone's like personal life. So I'm just very curious if anyone else has some similar insight. And I know it was really difficult for some of my creative friends who had really high priced goods. Like if they were selling like pottery or handmade chairs and vases and their baseline was $200, like they didn't sell a whole lot. So it was really important that the things they did sell were at those higher ticketed priced items. I think I'll always do Renegade. I think that's a very consistent and a fair I depend on just to connect with my Chicago base. So I think that's still really important for me to do. With all that being said, do I think I would do Renegades outside of my state? Probably not. I think Renegade Chicago is the only craft fair I would ever do. And that's just because I still love craft fairs, but I think in the future I want to make more fine art and do fine art fairs like the other art fair and even more, I think. I don't know for sure, so don't mark my words on that, but that's kind of just what my gut is telling me right now. But Renegade is really fun, and I think it's really important for my business to do, and just me as a person and connecting with you guys. I think that's what makes it worth it to me. My next fair will hopefully be this spring, another fine art fair. And that's kind of all I have planned so far this year in terms of fine art fairs. I usually do the summer Renegade. I might do the spring Renegade this year actually. I've never done that one, and I heard that one's actually even better than summer Renegade. So very curious about that. But I just wanted to finally get this vlog up for you guys. If you are thinking of doing a craft fair, I highly recommend Renegade. They have a really good variety of booth options too. You can always do a shared booth with a creator that you enjoy, and I think that would be like a really great entry point into the fair. But I always love Renegade, and the Chicago shows in particular are really great. So if you are out of the state looking to do a fair, Chicago is a great city to consider. I have so many life updates. There's a lot I need to share with you guys. If you guys watched this vlog and enjoyed it, leave a comment below. Please subscribe, and I will see you so soon.